to go to Lubigi area as leaders. First legislators, members of parliament, but we also connected with local leaders, councillors, mayors, and other local leaders. This is a place from which we've been hearing an outcry. People have reached out to us, the local leaders, but also affected people because of the demolitions that have been ongoing. Now, as leaders, it concerned us, and that's why we said, I told my colleagues, let's go on ground. And first of all, hear what are the people saying and get to connect with them and to understand the goings on. There are a couple of challenges. Number one, these people have a couple of claims. One, some of them do say they have got Chibanja, others say they have got titles, others say they have been in this place 30, 40 plus years. There's an old man who came to us there saying he came there as a young man, he gave birth to children, now he has got grandchildren and he has been in that place all this while. So they are wondering why they are being treated this way, yet they have been in this place for a very long time. Two, they are bothered by the double standards. Because while government is saying you people are in a wetland and so you should leave, they are saying but the surrounding areas, there's a fuel station, there's a police station right in the middle of the wetland. And so they are saying, why are they being treated this way and yet others are not touched at all? Is it because they are poor and ordinary and they cannot fight for themselves, that they don't have such a strong voice? And so they are bothered by these double standards that keep happening. They're also asking questions. They see factories being built in wetlands, real typical wetlands, and it seems to be okay. So they are saying, they're wondering why are they being treated the way they're being treated. And they're also saying, look, we have been here all this while. Government knows about their presence there. In fact, government, in one way or another, acknowledges their presence there. That's why those that have got shops and businesses there, government collects taxes from them. So that means in many ways, their businesses and their presence there can be seen as legitimate, because otherwise government will not even be collecting taxes from them. And so they're saying, why is government waking up all of a sudden and treating them this way? And yet each time, government comes, collects taxes from them, and it seems to be okay. But now all of a sudden, government is treating them the way they are being treated. So they are bothered about all of these double standards and so on. Now, I think it's problematic for government to let people settle in an area for a very long time, for years, and you let them be there like they have been there all of these years, only for you to wake up all of a sudden, throw them out, break their houses and that kind of thing. Where have you been all the while? That's a critical question. Why have you let them put up these big, huge structures which don't come up overnight? You know, there was a flood, a huge storied building and several others that have been there all of this while. They were built and it took time for them to be built. And government was watching. Why? Why did they watch and now they wait last minute after all of these things have happened? We must be organized as leaders. It's important. Also, the double standards have got to stop. Now, we went to engage and you saw the reaction of police and the military. They fired bullets and tear gas. I am hoping people have not gotten injured. I'm sure some have gotten injured. We are still trying to make an assessment. But why? Because as leaders, we have gone to listen to these people. Already you have hurt them bad enough. They have lost their livelihood, they've lost their homes and so on. And now, as leaders, we have gone to engage with them and you don't even want us to engage with them. Because these are issues we must be debating about in Parliament and elsewhere. Because I want to stand up on the floor of Parliament and ask the relevant ministers to respond to these cries of these ordinary people. But I must first find out, together with my colleagues in Parliament, must first find out what is on ground, what's happening. But then we go to engage with these people, bullets, tear gas, and so on. All of that is uncalled for. Because there's nothing apart from these people expressing their grievances, their concerns to us, their leaders, so that we can go and talk about their plight in parliament, in the different councils and so on. That's why we were there. So for this to happen, I think it's unfortunate, it's uncalled for. We did not go there to fight. As leaders, we went to listen to these people, because we must listen to them. I don't want to stand up in parliament and speak ignorantly about their concerns before engaging them. So what has happened is unfortunate, it's totally uncalled for. I spoke to the executive director of NEMA, and I asked him about all of these different issues. He had his version. I listened to his version. I told him the version that the people on ground are saying, their concerns, the fact that they've been there all of this while, the fact that they have title and all of these different things, and so on and so forth. And we had a lengthy engagement about it. I asked him, as I was ending my call with him, I said, let's see how we find a meeting point. Let's plan and have a meeting with these people. Don't sit in your offices and just send orders. These are human beings, these are citizens, law abiding, and that's why they even pay taxes. Let's engage with them. Let's plan a meeting where we can have some leaders and some of their representatives attend that meeting. They get to listen to you as NEMA and government, and you listen to them also. It's important, so that we get to engage, so that these people are listened to as well. They have their concerns, they have their cries. Let's listen to them as leaders. You see, government is supposed to be like a parent. As a parent, you listen to all your children. Even when you think your child has done something wrong, you don't get a hammer and hit them on the head to kill them. No. And now government is behaving that way, unfortunately. So that was my ask of him, something that he listened to and he actually bought. I'm hoping that he will follow through. I'm hoping that they will not exert pressure on him for that not to happen. All right? So that's the way civilized societies get to happen. You get to meet the people, they listen to you, you listen to them and have an engagement. Because these are not rebels. If government can have talks with rebels, how about citizens, tax-paying citizens? Surely, we need to rise above certain things as leaders. We must be able to lead our people and not rule them. There's a difference.
I have done this work with the president. You know, why do you invited me? And the benefit I will do a short introduction.
Amani is peace. Yeah. Most welcome. Your most welcome shall be at peace. Amani is peace. Yeah. That there has to be cessation of hostility. It is the deed. Yeah. The ink has been has dried from the Jeddah. The words, these three issues that they wanted to do. This issue actually created, I mean...
Don't overgo in front. Move behind.